Hello everyone, welcome to this Bold Reports tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to render an RDLC report in your web application using the ASP.NET MVC report viewer control, and how to bind a data source to a web API controller. RDLC stands for Report Definition Language Client Side. RDLC reports enable users to create and render reports directly within .NET applications, eliminating the need for a report server. RDLC files include layout and data binding logic. They support viewing local reports using JSON arrays or a custom business object collection. For this demo, I've already designed a report named productdetails.rdlc. I will show you how to add this report to an ASP.NET MVC application and render it. First, I open Visual Studio 2022 and click Create a New Project. I select ASP.NET Web Application.NET Framework. Then click Next. I name my application Report Viewer MVC and click Create. The Create a New Web Application dialog opens. I select MVC and click the Web API checkbox. I click Create. The application is created. Next, I right-click the project and choose Manage NuGet Packages. In the Browse tab, I search for the boldreports.web package and install it in my MVC application. I also install the boldreports.mvc5 package and the boldreports.javascript package. The boldreports.web package creates web API services to process the reports. The boldreports.mvc5 package contains HTML helpers to create a client-side report viewer control, while the boldreports.javascript package contains reporting components, scripts, and style sheets. The dependent packages will be automatically installed. Next, let's register the namespace. I open the web.config file from the Views folder. Then I add the boldreports.mvc assembly reference to the system.web.webpages.razor element. I open the web.config file from the application root folder and set the value of unobtrusive JavaScript enabled to false. Next, let's reference the scripts and style sheets. I open the layout.cs HTML file and add the references to the scripts. I configure the script manager in the project at the end of the body element. Next, I need to initialize the report viewer component by using the bold tag. I open the index.cs HTML file from the Views shared folder and then add the bold tag to it. Next, I create a folder named Resources in the application root folder of my application. This is where I will store my RDLC report. I add the productdetails.rdlc report to the Resources folder. To bind data sources to the report, I create a productlist.cs file in the application root folder to handle the business object data collection used in the report. Then I add the necessary using statement and data collection code to the class file. Next, I will configure the Web API service to process RDLC report files. I create a new controllers file named reportviewercontroller.cs within the controllers folder. In the report viewer controller, I add the following statement. The boldreports.web.reportviewer namespace provides access to classes, interfaces, and methods necessary for rendering and interacting with reports in a web application. I inherit the iReport controller interface. Then I implement several methods. I add the post-report action method, which posts the request in the report process. I implement the getResource method to retrieve images used in the report from the server. I implement the onInitReportOptions method, which the report helper invokes when a report is about to be processed. Lastly, I add the onReportLoaded method, which the report helper invokes when a report and subreport start loading for rendering. In the onInitReportOption method, I set the processing mode property to local, which means the report is processed locally. Here, I'm going to load the report as a stream. To do that, I create a variable named basePath and combine the folder path value that has the report with the report path sent from the index.cs HTML. Next, I create an instance for the file stream and assign the file path to it. I create a memory stream and copy the file stream value in it. Then, I assign the report stream value to the reportOption.reportModel.stream variable. Lastly, I add the data value collection to the data source value. Here, the name is case-sensitive and should be the same as the data source name in the report definition. The value accepts the list, dataset, and data table inputs. Next, I'll add routing information. To include the action name in the URL, I open the web API config.cs file and change the root template in the register method. Now let's set the report service URL and the report path. I open the index.cs HTML page and add the report service URL. This URL specifies the web API service URL. I add the report path. The product details.rdlc file was already placed within the application, and I will be using its report path for this demo. Lastly, I register the license token to remove the license validation error message. Now everything is ready to load the report. I run the ASP.NET MVC application. As you can see, the product details.rdlc report has been rendered with the configured data collection. In this video, I have shown you how to embed an RDLC report in an ASP.NET MVC application, bind a data source to an RDLC report using a web API controller, and render the report from the server side. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.